Welcome to Glitches to Gold, a weekly podcast birthed from my obsession with living a successful life. It began with chasing an Olympic dream and resulted in a 30-year obsession explored through sport, neuroscience, psychology, energetics, quantum mechanics, religion, art, and beauty. Sometimes chasing and achieving external markers, and at others experiencing the absolute opposite. Yet both taught me the same undeniable truth, and I'm here to share what I have discovered in the journey of mastering the alchemy of life, turning glitches to gold and success into overflow. If you like the podcast, share the love, like, rate, and subscribe on your favourite platform. Hey, my love, and welcome to today's episode of Glitches to Gold. And today we are talking about it's not what you do, it's how you do it that matters. Now, this subject came to me this morning while I was swimming. It comes up a lot when we're trying to get something or have something or be something, that when we're inside of the matrix limitations, the stories that we have, we can be so busy trying to just do the thing, get the thing, that we believe it's just a surface level thing. And the essence of life that all philosophies have been trying to teach us, spiritual have been trying to teach us, and something you learn along the journey, is that it's not what you do, it's how you do it. One of the things that they used to teach a lot in traditional Japanese culture is about the mastery of how you do something. And when I was swimming today, I was noticing that I was in lane swimming, and I find that quite interesting to watch the way that people swim when we're swimming in the lanes and how someone swims. And so I was noticing that these two guys were just herring it up and down, but they were giving so much effort. And they were creating waves, and it was all very big and messy and powered. And I could understand that their justification would be that they think that's really going to work their heart and work their body. I'm not saying it doesn't, but what I noticed is that there was no cruising through the water. They were ploughing at the water, ploughing it, which was creating all of this mess because they were ploughing. They were using their arms in a way that was just digging at the water. There was no mastery to it. There was no style to it. But as somebody who, training professionally to ride, maybe that was one of the places that I noticed. Style is important in when you do something, but not style over substance. But what I think I have always felt in my life has been about the essence of grace. And when something is done well, the mastery and beauty that comes from that. And we see that in fashion. And you can see that in art. You can see that in jewellery. I love a bit of jewellery. Loves my sparkly jewellery. I was looking at some this weekend and I was just like, oh my God, so beautiful. But it can also be in architecture. The outcome is very important. But it's not as important as how you're doing the thing getting there. And I noticed one of the guys was very good. If he wanted to overtake, I'd pull to the side and let him pass, and he would say thank you. But the other guy didn't say anything. That also made me think about how in life, how you show up every day. Are you showing up in a way that is both kind, considerate, compassionate, but also doing your best for yourself? Because it has to be this balance. And if we want to do the best for what we're doing, whether in our own businesses, whether in our careers, whether in our home life, we have to think about how we're doing it. And one of the things that is taught through human design, of course, is understanding how your energy is working. And like these guys in the pool, they were ploughing. There was so much energy being used. And I get that. There are times when I really want to burn my energy. But a lot of the time, generator types, which is 70% of humanity, who are so powerful and generate energy, are burning their energy out because they've been taught they've just got to do the thing, work at it, do the thing, keep working at it, but not learning how to do it better. Not learning how to be more efficient, not learning how to look at the way that, they're actually creating or building. Now, one of the things I do with my clients is look at the story that's running in their life. And recently, of course, I was on this VIP day in Dublin with a client, and one of the ways we were looking at was how money was coming in and money was going out. And when you look at the real details, just like I would if I went into a multi-million pound business and consulted there, when I do that, it's the same. We look at the process. What is going on? And it's exactly the same when I ask my clients inside of Unlimited to think and look at their own flow in their life. And what are they tolerating? How is it moving? Is the energy flowing freely and easily in their life? Or is it getting knotted? Because if we are trying to just do the thing, and we do it quickly, and we do it hurried, and we do it without intention, we do it without consciousness, we're just trying to rush to the outcome. And I recognize I used to do that when I was creating back in the day when I first started my stuff. I knew I was so busy trying to get it out there that I didn't think about what I was putting out there. And you can laugh when you read the Big Book of Love, the first one. I'm so pleased I got it out there and I did the thing. And I did have it edited, but it's full of typos. I'm full of typos. But I got it out there and I did it. But I noticed in my journey over time, I got better at editing, better at looking at the mastery of how I was doing it. Because when we look to just do the thing, get the thing, there's never enough. It will be the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, because we haven't had the experience of doing the thing well. And when you start to focus through your life of what it is that you really love, you get to learn how to master it and do it better and do it better. But that same attitude can be used when you're swimming in the pool. One of the things I really honour myself for is making sure that I'm really swimming at the best I can. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, but I'm always trying to think about my line. How graceful am I? How much am I using my muscles and elongating my body to get through the water? How streamlined am I? So that I'm not wasting energy so much, but also still working my body, finding that balance. Yeah, I see it as an art form. And we can approach life in the same way if we want to truly experience a different level of abundance. Because abundance isn't just getting the thing, it isn't having the success and grabbing the stuff. Abundance is about how you're moving every single day. How are you showing up? How's the money showing up in a way that you really like it to show up? Is it flowing easily? Is the work, the clients, the business, is it running in a way that feels so fucking juicy and good and satisfying and getting the results? Or are you wasting energy and time in places, banging your head against a brick wall and trying to get the thing, do the thing, or do it somebody else's way? It's being willing to sometimes slow down. It's being willing to be more present. It's being willing to recognize you can get better at something just for the pure pleasure of getting better at it, being better at it. Now, I notice when I think about the podcast, I'm better at editing than I was before. I'm better at the way that I speak than I was before. The same as when I first started writing as a blogger. My blogging was sometimes a bit empty. But as I got better as a blogger, as a writer, I found my own voice. I got better at it. The same as I'm a good driver because I love driving and I focus on being a good driver. I like to master the skill of something. This is just as satisfying. But there are other things I don't want to master. Sometimes I just want to get to the end of something because it isn't something I'm enjoying. But if we want to bring more abundance, more satisfaction, more overflow, it can't be just about getting the thing. One of the things I've learned as a owner of property that I rent out, it's a really great example of how we can think we want something, but we're not ready for it. When I first started to rent out my properties, I had such a thing of wanting to give people a beautiful home. I wanted to be decked out so beautifully. I wanted them to really step into some form of luxury. The vibe was great. But what I've come to notice is that over time, even when people say they want something, you can go in and see how they live. And if they're not on the vibe of the thing that they thought they wanted, if they don't have the capacity to live there and be in it of the abundance frequency that they think they wanted, and I know if you speak to anybody who owns a 5-star hotel, they'll tell you the truth as well. But you can go in and actually see it and go, my God, it's a shit show. Like, it's so messy. And because if you're not on the frequency, you may have the money to buy the thing. Yeah? Buy the thing, get the thing. But if you're not on the frequency to hold it, to be it, to do the best with it, how are you doing it? Then what happens is it just lowers back down to the frequency of you. And if your frequency is you're messy and untidy and you don't value things and you don't know how to utilize your time and energy correctly, it will just lower to that. And that can happen in your business, that can happen in your bank account. The well-known story we all know is that people who win the lottery, very few of them keep it because they don't know how to have the money. They don't know how to. So they'll spend all the money in the houses and the cars and the things like that, but they don't know how to actually run it and live it at that level. It doesn't fit to them because they weren't in the vicinity of having it and being it, compared to somebody who maybe have got themselves ready or were used to it. It's the same idea. It's not what you do, it's how you do it that matters, that gives you long-term satisfaction, that gives you satisfaction in your work. My God, do you need to have satisfaction in your business to be a business owner? Because if you don't enjoy it, if you don't get satisfaction and you're just relying on the results, that's how so many people can burn out, quit and give up, because they don't have the deep satisfaction that needs to go along with it. They focus on too many things that are just burning their energy without getting the satisfaction of what they're creating and doing and building. So my question to you today really is to just think about, how am I doing this? Am I just trying to get the thing, have the thing, be the thing? How am I doing it? Am I doing it as well as I could? Am I doing it in a way that feels like I'm so present? Am I doing it in a way that feels satisfying? Am I doing it in a way that feels like there's sort of flow? There's flow of energy moving around. Does it feel like I'm enjoying every moment, everything? I can tell you, if you can stop and analyze and look and question yourself this every day, I can absolutely tell you that your life will improve 100-fold. 100-fold. I can guarantee that you will see massive transformations in your life if you can learn to ask yourself this question and move from it of a place of, I'm going to be more present, I'm going to be more here, I'm going to be more aware of what I'm doing, like you would be if you were maybe painting or cooking or making beautiful art. Yeah, being in the garden, those moments when maybe you do know how to be more, how am I doing it, rather than what it is I'm doing, to be more present, to be more in the moment. Think about how you feel doing those things, and then ask yourself about everywhere in your life. Stop, take the moment. It will absolutely transform your life. It will transform your business. It will transform your life, because it is one of these foundational keys to having abundance, having more gold, less glitches in your life, far less glitches. So something soft to ponder on today compared to last week's episode, which was a lot deeper. So I'm sending you so much love. And again, if you want to find out more about stepping out of the matrix, stepping out of glitches, turning them into gold, having the money, the abundance, the unlimited frequency, then simply head on over to www.glitchestogold.com. You can find there, of course, the free Hidden Money Patterns ebook. If you haven't got it, holy fuck, go get it. You will also get, as you sign up there, you can get 50% off the 2 masterclasses. We have the masterclass all about the greatest lie that is blocking your ability to receive abundance. That's part 1. And part 2, all about the encoding of being busy that's keeping you inside of the matrix, burning your energy out. So you can grab those. And if you want to find out more about working with me one-to-one, etc., just reach out. You you can head on over to @thejoewarwick on Instagram or Facebook. And of course, everything is available through glitchestogold.com. I'm sending you so much love. If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, share the love, do all of the things, let me know, and tell every other woman that you can think of. And I'm sending you so much love. Take care. Bye-bye.